個你當佢算係60週年嘅呢隻嘢，因為佢同期有嘅，即係佢唔係特登過60週年，佢你可以話佢係，因為佢今年錄拍咗。
Bonjour mes amis, hi guys, time for a little rant, I suppose. I want to talk about the 62 MAS, the original diver of Seiko. Seiko has been busy reissuing it in many different formats in the past 2-3 years, to the great dismay of the buyers of the SLA 017 perhaps, although I do feel like that one is still the one to get, the better looking one. It is the faithful reproduction. Although I have no doubt they're going to redo it even more faithful another time and maybe at a better price. So when it came out as SLA 017, it was quite high priced, and although it has a very good movement from the Grand Seiko pedigree, it wasn't regulated like it should be at the price point, and it didn't come with a bracelet and a good clasp like you can find on the competition. So really you would justify the price point because of the limited availability element, which is okay. But then at the same time they came up with more affordable version, SPB 051, and I bought the 053, which I regretted and sold pretty quickly because the handset was completely wrong, the indices were completely wrong, and it was just like in and out of love very quickly. Then 2 years later they make a much more close affordable version with the SPB 143, 145, 147, and I got the 149, which is actually limited edition with one of the best blue dials. And I have a Milgauss, so I know about blue dials, and I'm tired of blue dials, but that one is just so unique. It's a gray blue with the dashes of gold on the dial and the seconds hand. And with that one, it's a reimagination of the model. I think different enough from the SLA 017 to justify its existence. Larger bezel, which at first I didn't like, and now I realize it makes the dial look more compact. It has a beautiful addition of a bevel, polished bevel on the side, very elegant. I absolutely love this watch, especially now that I found a strap that really works for it. And I would argue that maybe it's the one to get if you can't justify in your mind like I can't the price point of SLA versions. At the same time, this year, 55th anniversary, they come up with the expensive versions, including the SLA 037 with the blue dial, pretty much the same as the SLA 017, but with the 8L55 movement. So a couple of upgrades. And if you love blue, proves already the point that if you wait long enough, Seiko will make it. But then they came up with the SLA 043 with an even more blue dial with different straps, only brushed case this time. Go back to the 8L35 movement. Already quite confusing. To make matters worse, in the past month, they released a cooperation with a retailer called Beams for the domestic market, another reissue of the 62 MAS, this time with a pitch black dial. Even more limited, 300 pieces than the SLA 017, and that's a bit of a stab in the back again. So I think a lot of people feel like it's an opportunity missed, with hindsight at least. You could say that when they released the SLA 017, they don't know if it's going to be popular, if people are going to be willing to pay that kind of money, because it was really at the start of Seiko pricing everything higher and moving in the higher bracket of the market. But if you're going to repeat that again and again, you're going to have to offer better regulation. You're going to have to offer a quality bracelet, which even Grand Seiko is not really on point with, I think. So Grand Seiko divers are just way too big. So you want to move to upper bracket, you're going to up your game. You want to, and people feel like it's an opportunity lost to really create the competition to the Submariner and the Seamaster. So one way to fix it would be to make the ultimate diver once and for all. But for some people, it is the Marine Master, for example. But then again, Marine Master keeps on changing. I think we have to accept as fanboys and that maybe we're not the main contributors to the bottom line of Seiko. Maybe it's mostly people who just walk in the shop, pick a watch, and that's 90% of their bottom line. But you know, we can't help ourselves. We have to voice our opinion like I'm doing today. I feel like a great new bracelet with a great clasp, with an extension system. I mean, come on, it's Japan. They can engineer anything. I'm sure they can engineer a better bracelet with tight tolerances, you know, screwed links, and a good extension clasp. Should they keep, you know, do that on the 62 mass and make it the ultimate? Would have been great. Now it's a bit of an opportunity loss. I don't know if they can, you know, backtrack on this, but nothing stops Seiko from releasing new models. So what I think is going to happen is that the entry level, or the affordable level, let's say around the 1,000 price point, the SPB, is gonna get in a year or two the same thinner bezel as the vintage versions, and make it pretty much exactly like the original 62 mass. It's gonna keep on getting closer, and it's probably planned obsolescence, because they know the fanboys can't help themselves. They're gonna have to have it right. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is it fair? Which one is your favorite version? I would argue that, because for me I can't justify the price point of the SLAs, the SPB 149 is the perfect in between. I love the look on the dial, the color. Now I'm got used to the size of the bezel. I love the bevel on the side. I think it's very elegant, and it is somewhat limited as well. To me, that's the buy to do. I'm uncomfortable paying $5,000 on something which is going to be obsolete in some way. In a year or two, I'm sure they're going to celebrate another anniversary and come up with a green dial, or, you know, it's going to happen. Right, let me know what you think. It's kind of fun, you know. Seiko is different fun. Seiko, you know, they're going to come up with something all the time. There's fun in that, so I don't know if it's worth the rant or not, but it's always fun discussing it. Bye-bye, guys.